we wait for them or no?
I don't think that we should wait further. So here we go in Scratch. Today we are going to learn how to make shapes. Waleed, हम लोग देखेंगे आज हम लोगों ने shapes कैसे बनानी है Scratch के अंदर. So there are different shapes that we are going to create.
Then I learned how to mix in Scratch. I learned from the tutorials.
Where did you watch the tutorials?
Said there's an option in the laptop on the top with tutorial and you can like find it.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. That's correct. Okay.
I have it in my iPad also.
So I am going to open Microsoft Word first, and I'm going to tell you what shapes are we going to make. So firstly, we are going to draw a simple rectangle or a square. We know what is the difference between a rectangle and a square, so we'll try to make a square and a rectangle also. After that, we are going to try and draw a triangle, and then we are going to draw polygons. Polygons are like shapes with many sides. So we are going to draw pentagon, hexagon, octagon, nonagon, and decagon. So these all shapes, let's figure out what do they have. So as you know that the first shape that we have mentioned is a rectangle. Uh, how do you define a rectangle? Two sides of opposite sides are equal in length. So that is what a rectangle is. It has opposite sides are equal in length. Assalamu alaikum masjid, क्या हाल है आपका? So first we are going to draw a rectangle. A rectangle has opposite sides equal in length. So a rectangle has four sides. एक rectangle की चार sides होती हैं. Two sides in the opposite are equal and two sides in the opposite are equal. Currently आपको ये जो page नजर आ रहा है, this is a form of a rectangle. So इसकी top और इसकी bottom side. The top and bottom side are equal. If you would observe it closely, these two sides are equal. And left and right sides are also equal. So opposite wali jo sides and these sides, opposite sides are equal. And an angle of 90 degrees between all sides. So all of the sides have the same angle that they need 90 degrees. They need your character to turn 90 degrees when you start making that. And a square is also the same, but all the sides are equal in length. It's not that two opposite sides are equal. A square has in which all the sides are equal in length. So we'll try to draw these shapes today in Scratch. And in order to draw these shapes in Scratch, what we have to do is learn how the shape thing works in Scratch. So in order to draw shapes, what you need to do is add an extension, a pen extension, so that you can try to draw shapes now. So you're going to go to this extensions button. I'll show you again. This button at the bottom, it says add extension. You need to click
Sir,
on this one.
does it have an iPad?
It should be.
Let's see. Yeah, there is.
So you need to click on pen here so that you can try drawing these things. Okay. Let me just connect my laptop to the charger. Just give me 1 minute.
Zohan was doing. सर ये पेन कहाँ से आएगा? Teacher, you are mute.
So,
Sir, you are muted.
I know that. So Asjad, if you can see, there is this blue button here, right? ये blue button आपको नजर आ रहा है? असजद से बात कर रहा हूँ.
Yes.
इसको क्लिक करें और यहाँ पेन पे क्लिक करें. ठीक है, तो पेन पे क्लिक करेंगे तो ये पेन टूल्स आपके पास आ गए. आपको दो टूल्स के बारे में बड़ा क्लियरली पता होना चाहिए, एक पेन डाउन और एक पेन अप. ये देखें, पेन डाउन के साथ मूव 10 स्टेप्स करते हैं और पेन अप के साथ 10 स्टेप्स करते हैं. 10 स्टेप्स की बजाय ना सिर्फ 50 स्टेप्स करते हैं. What is the difference between pen up and pen 2? I am trying to show that to you right now. So when your pen is up, your character would move, but it would not draw any shapes. Okay? When your pen is up, you can't draw anything. But when your pen is down, you can draw lines. Okay? आपने अगर lines draw करनी है, तो आपको pen डाउन करना पड़ेगा, फिर आप ड्रॉ कर सकेंगे चीज़ों को. जब आप पेन अप कर देंगे तो उसके बाद आपका कैरेक्टर चीज़ों को ड्रॉ करना बंद कर देगा. अच्छा, इसी तरह there is another button in here which says erase all. So when you click on this button, everything is going to be erased. I am going to fix this erase all with location so that my character starts here at this top position, and this position is minus 190 and 120. I would say minus 190 and 120. That is the position. Doesn't matter wherever you are. जब भी आप इस बटन पर क्लिक करेंगे वो स्टार्ट पे आ जाएगा और एवरीथिंग विल बी इरेज्ड. Erase everything and go to that position. That's it. Acha. That's fine. Now let's try to make a rectangle. I would remove these things from here. And if I would say that I have to draw a rectangle, तो क्या मुझे pen up use करना चाहिए या pen down use करना चाहिए? अगर मुझे draw करनी है कोई shape.
Pen up.
Pen
Pen up.
पेन डाउन. जब मैं पेन डाउन करूंगा तो मैं कोई चीज ड्रॉ कर सकता हूँ. पेन डाउन का मतलब है कि पेन को पेपर के साथ टच करना है. पेन अप का मतलब है कि पेन को पेपर से दूर कर लें. ठीक है. सो व्हेन यू आर पेन डाउन, ओनली देन यू कैन ड्रॉ समथिंग ऑन स्क्रीन. यू कांट ड्रॉ एनीथिंग विद पेन अप. ठीक है जी, समझ आ गई आपको इस चीज की? आई होप दैट इट्स क्लियर. Now we have to draw a square first. Square में all four sides are equal and all angles are of 90 degrees. तो बहुत सिंपल से काम आप करेंगे. कंट्रोल पे जाएंगे और रिपीट ब्लॉक लेंगे. आपने क्योंकि 4 साइड्स वाली शेप बनानी, तो यू आर गोइंग टू रिपीट 4 times and you are going to perform the same task 4 times. That is move 100 steps and टर्न 90 डिग्रीज. टर्न राइट कर रहा हूँ मैं, आप लोग भी टर्न राइट ही करें. सो नाउ इफ आई डू इट हियर, सो दैट इज व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन. बहुत तेज है प्रोसेस, बहुत तेज है ना. द प्रोसेस इज वेरी फास्ट, राइट? सो लेट्स ट्राई टू मेक इट लिटिल स्लोअर. लेट्स स्लो इट डाउन. इसको स्लो डाउन करने के लिए आप कंट्रोल्स पे जाएंगे और ये जो वेट ब्लॉक है इसे यहाँ पे ऐड करें. सिर्फ 0.3 सेकेंड्स का वेट करें और देखें आपकी शेप कितने आराम से ड्रॉ हो रही है. अच्छी ड्रॉ हो रही है, अच्छी ड्रॉ हो रही है. नाउ लेट्स से आई वुड इरेज एवरीथिंग. अब मुझे अगर ड्रॉ करना है रेक्टेंगल, रेक्टेंगल में ऑपोजिट साइड्स इक्वल होती हैं, दो साइड्स इक्वल नहीं होती. ठीक है, तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, पहले दो साइड्स ड्रॉ करनी पड़ेगी. मैं दो साइड्स ड्रॉ करता हूँ. एक साइड का जो कोड है उसी को आपने ड्रॉ करना है और ये दो साइड्स का कोड हो जाएगा. अब आप देख सकते हैं मैंने रन इट. नाउ यू कैन सी कि व्हेन आई वुड रन इट तो ये आपको बताएगा ये आपको बताएगा कि ये दो साइड्स ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं, राइट? अब अगर rectangle, if you want to make a rectangle, you should have one side bigger and second side smaller. So I will make it 200. So maybe it would do something like that. And now if I repeat this process, the whole process 2 times, I am going to make my 4 sides very easily, like that. This is the code for a rectangle. Do you see this my blocks here? You can click on make a block. I would say that this is a rectangle, draw. Okay. So this says define draw rectangle. So this is what defines draw rectangle. Okay. So now when I would ask my character to pen down and draw a rectangle, it is going to draw this shape. Okay, now you are using functions. This concept is called functions. Now see that you have only used rectangle draw. एक बार यूज करना है, जब भी हमें कोई रेक्टेंगल ड्रॉ करनी होगी हम इसी ब्लॉक को बार बार यूज कर सकते हैं ना, बार बार यूज। ठीक है, फर्ज करें कि मैं इस कैट को यहाँ पे ले आता हूँ और दोबारा से कहता हूँ कि रेक्टेंगल ड्रॉ करें, तो वो यहाँ पे भी रेक्टेंगल ड्रॉ कर देगी। इसे मैं यहाँ पर लाता हूँ और इसे कहता हूँ कि रेक्टेंगल ड्रॉ करें, तो इसको
Teacher, how do you
Well-
make a rectangle?
this is the function that is helping me make the rectangle. See, this is the whole process, code by code, for every step how to make a rectangle. But the important thing is that I have attached this to a new block that I have made, and I have named this new block to be rectangle draw. How do I do that? How do I do that is a very good question. Let's say I do not have this one, and let me delete it. Right, nothing that I can delete it. Okay, so let's say that there is make a block. What you can do is write the name of the block that you want to make. Let's say that I want to say square draw. So this is going to help me draw a square, but I would have to tell how to draw a square first to this block. So I would say that if I want to draw a square, you should have to follow this step 4 times, 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times. So if I follow this step 4 times like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, it helps me draw a rectangle, helps me draw a square. So I am going to ask these steps to be repeated 4 times, and I am going to tell that this is a process through which I can draw a
So
square.
where did you get define square draw?
It's here in the make a block. And go to make a block, write the name of the block here, click on OK, and you would find it here at the top. I will show you once
Make a
again.
block.
I will show you. See, I am writing hexagon draw. And when I press on OK, when I click on OK, I would get this define hexagon draw at the top here. So now, if I want to draw a square, I can use this function to draw a square. I can this function to draw a rectangle. Now let's say that we have to draw a hexagon. I would try to draw a smaller hexagon. So hexagon has to be the same process like a square, but it needs to be repeated 6 times, and the angle needs to be different. I would suggest that the angle should not be more than a certain angle. When you are drawing a hexagon, it's basically you are drawing a shape with 6 sides. Hexagon draw करने का मतलब ये है कि आप एक ऐसी shape बना रहे हैं जिसमें 6 sides हैं, और मैंने आपको फॉर्मूला बताया हुआ है हाउ टू कैलकुलेट दिस कि हमें कितनी साइड्स रखनी चाहिए. आई विल गो टू कैलकुलेटर, और टू आइडेंटिफाई कि अगर मुझे 6 साइड्स रखनी है तो मुझे एंगल क्या रखना चाहिए. ठीक है, सो फॉर्मूला मैंने आपको बताया हुआ क्या है कि देयर इज अ नंबर दैट यू नीड टू रिमेंबर, एंड दैट इज 360. आपको जितनी भी साइड्स ड्रॉ करनी है, डिवाइड 360 विद द नंबर ऑफ साइड्स. लेट्स से दैट यू वांट टू ड्रॉ हेक्सागन, so hexagon means 6 sides, so you are going to divide 360 with 6 now to see that what should be the angle. So it says the angle should be 60 degrees if you want to draw a hexagon. So I'm going to change the angle to 60 here. I feel that 100 step is quite a big hexagon, so I'm going to make it 50 steps. And now when I tell my system to draw a hexagon, currently my pen is down, so it would help me do that. What I can do is change the pen color so that it looks different. I would change it to something like red. Let's say. Now when I click on this one, which says hexagon draw, it's going to draw a hexagon. Okay. Is that right? Now let's just drag the car with the cat somewhere here and follow the same steps again. First, draw a square. Now draw a rectangle. And now draw a hexagon. Okay, now you have got this hexagon. Two shapes. Three shapes you have done so far: square, rectangle, and hexagon. So now let's go towards the next shape. The next shape that we have to learn about is a triangle. How many sides does a triangle have? एक triangle में कितनी sides होती हैं? So आपको repeat करना है 3 times. 3 sides हैं, इसका मतलब है calculator पे जाते हैं और divide 360 by 3. It tells us कि हमारा angle कितना होना चाहिए? 120 degrees का. So let's change this angle to 120 degrees. यहाँ पे उसी तरह जाके make a block करते हैं और make a block as triangle. Draw. Now it's going to ask SK define triangle draw.
The
Okay,
coding of square.
that's the coding of the square. Here,
Let me see if I
that is rectangle. Let me make it smaller. That is hexagon. And now we are going to go for a triangle. Triangle key sides I'm going to make it a little bigger. So make it 150. I would attach it with this block which says triangle draw, and just draw a triangle whenever I want. Let's change it to some other color first. Now I'm going to draw a triangle. See, this is a triangle, right? Do you want to make another triangle? Do you want to make many triangles here? Let me show you how you can make many triangles. Okay. So this function helps you to draw one triangle. If you want to make more than one triangles, what you can do is use this function more carefully. Let's try to pick a cat and put it up in center. And now I'm going to draw 6 triangles. How many triangles am I going to draw?
Sir, can you show me a hexagon code?
That is the code for the hexagon. It has 6 sides. The angle needs to be 60 degrees. Okay. Okay. So I was telling you, let's try to make a flower. Okay. This flower is going to be like 6 triangles drawn together. So let's try to make 6 triangles first. So right now you can see that if I try to draw, right now you can see that if I try to draw a rectangle, or try,
Sir,
yes.
sir, my cat is gone missing.
Your cat has gone missing. Sorry, I couldn't get it. What did you just say?
Sir, can you show me a triangle code?
I will show you. I'll tell you. So this is the code for the triangle. A triangle has 3 sides. So you are going to make a side by moving 150 steps, turn 120 degrees on one side, and then repeat this whole process 3 times. You would make a triangle. Now let's try to make a flower which looks like more than one triangles joined together. So I'm going to ask my character to repeat.
So can you show the triangles one?
That is for the triangle. Here. So currently when I try to draw a rectangle 10 times, what it does is it keeps on drawing a rectangle exactly on top of each other, which I actually do not want. What I want is it should not be doing something like that. And
Sir?
it should be GGG.
आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लेंगे इन कोड्स का?
हाँ ले लूँ। अभी ये ट्राइंगल सारी एक ही जगह पे बार बार बन रही है। वी नीड टू ट्राई कि ये ट्राइंगल्स एक ही जगह पे ना बने। ये वाली अभी आप देख रहे हैं कि अगर मैं 10 ट्राइंगल्स बनाता हूँ थ्रू दिस ट्राइंगल ड्रॉ, ये ट्राइंगल्स एक ही जगह पे बार बार पॉपुलेट हो रही हैं, एक ही जगह पे बनती जा रही हैं। हम नहीं चाहते कि ऐसा हो, ठीक है। हम चाहते हैं कि ये ट्राइंगल एक दूसरे से डिफरेंट जगह पर बने, ठीक है। उसके लिए हम क्या करते हैं, उसके लिए हम ये करेंगे कि पहले तो ट्राइंगल का साइज थोड़ा सा छोटा करते हैं, 100 स्टेप्स पे लेके आते हैं, एक ट्राइंगल ड्रॉ करके देखते हैं, बहुत अच्छी है। अब इसी ट्राइंगल के साथ मिलाकर बाकी और बहुत सारी दूसरी ट्राइंगल्स भी बनाते हैं। इसको इरेज कर देते हैं और अपने कैरेक्टर को ले आते हैं 0 0 पर। इरेज एवरीथिंग, your character go to 0 0, erase everything and let it go to 0. So we have to make a rectangle 10 times, लेकिन हर दफ़ा एक ट्राइंगल बनाने के बाद we would want कि हम थोड़ा सा टर्न करें। कितना टर्न करना है that is going to be decided। अभी ये भी कोड ठीक नहीं क्योंकि ऑटोमेटिकली एक ही जगह पर बार बार ट्राइंगल्स ड्रॉ करता रहेगा। हर दफ़ा ड्रॉ करने से पहले आपको ये कर लेना चाहिए। अच्छा, you want to make 10 triangles, so I have told you the formula how to identify what should be the angle. 360 divided by 10 now, the answer is 36, so you are going to put 36 here. And now when I run it, you would see that it is going to make a very beautiful sort of a flower. But do you think that the flower should not be like that? Do you think that the flower should have different petal colors? Not all the petal colors should be blue. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to set a rule in our triangle portion that every line that it draws is a different color. So this triangle code helps us to draw one line. So I am going to go to pen tool and ask it to change pen color by random value.
सबर करियो, सबर करियो।
Change pen color by random, and now when I try to draw it, you will be able to see that every line that I draw is of a different color. We can use the same code for hexagon as well. Let me duplicate that and put it here. Actually, just put this one here like that instead of the triangle. Follow the same code and now try to see what happens when the colors are different. What is the problem here? It still has the same color for all the triangles that it's drawing. So I'm going to use this block here, the change color one, and add it to the hexagon block as well. The hexagon block as well. So now let's try to draw that once again. That's complete. Okay. So
Sir?
as you guys asked me, I am sharing This
Sir?
code. Yes.
आपने चेंज पेन कलर वाला कहाँ से लिया है?
चेंज पेन कलर वाला मैंने कहाँ से लिया? अच्छा, चेंज पेन कलर वाला भी मैंने पेन से ही लिया है। ये लिखा हुआ है चेंज पेन कलर। लेकिन ये 10 की बजाय रैंडमली अगर इसे पिक करवाना है तो आप यहाँ पे ऑपरेटर्स में जाके पिक रैंडम यूज कर सकते हैं, यहाँ पे लगा सकते हैं। यहाँ पे कलर दे दें 10 से लेकर 50 तक, तो ऑटोमेटिकली अपना कलर चेंज करता रहेगा।